Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of SMC Analysis TV, where we analyze anything analyzable on social media concerning OONI and his beautiful Oloris and the palace and all the people bullying them because of the ex-Olori Naomi with her name on a concert. So on today's episode, I just want to quickly analyze, because I said I was going to do an analysis on a recent interview on my main channel, but I decided to put the interview on this platform. So without wasting too much of your time, let's quickly get into it. Although there are still a lot of shows, I'm still going to analyze your show as well. The dan didin bọ́sẹ̀ mi ò gbàgbé ẹ̀ ìwọ náà wo ṣùgbọ́n pé ìwọ náà ṣì máa jẹgba bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. And any other blogger that decided to mention my name that have not come for that decided to come for me unnecessarily, all of you will be shopping cane here. So let's analyze ex Naomi interview on Punch recently. Truthfully now, this is not me shading or anything. Truthfully, from the bottom of my heart, I really liked the interview that she did, honestly, because she really disgraced and embarrassed our bloggers that claimed to be fighting for her, that has been lying for a lot of times, lying with her name on Kabiyesi and his Olori and the throne of Ile-Ife. So she came out and debunked some of those lies. So it's a big disgrace to our supporters. Gbogbo wọn ṣe kíni, wọ́n lulẹ̀ lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Wọ́n lulẹ̀ tí mo sọ yẹn, òun ló ń bí ìyá elédè Èkìtì nínú. Ó kàn bí yín nínú náà ni ẹ lulẹ̀. Gbogbo supporters àwọn bloggers Naomi ẹ lulẹ̀ because she debunked everything. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Even her brother debunked some of it based on his write-up on her 30th birthday. But both of the bloggers of Naomi decided to come for Gbenro. Some even said maybe his head is not correct and he does not know what he's saying. That how can he say Naomi is single and he prays for her to find a husband this year, that maybe she's still married to OONI of Ife. They decided to drag even Gbenro, her brother too. Let's go into the interview. They asked her, they said, Queen Shilekun Naomi Ogunwusi is a woman of different parts. Can you provide a highlight of your journey so far? Exactly the reason why they are still calling her Queen, accepted, or calling her Ogunwusi. She is supposed to, if she is a woman, she's supposed to correct that interviewer that, no, I'm no more Ogunwusi. You claim to be single, but you are still using the name of your ex-husband. Anyway, like some people said, they said some people used to use the name of their ex-husband. And I wonder which man is supposed to come and marry you when you are still using the name of your ex-husband. That's not the bone of contention. Let's get into the reply. She said, and I read, I started ministry at a very young age. Or let me say, I started to have good relationship with God at a very tender age. Before I got to know the Lord, I was having some supernatural experiences. However, at the age of 9, I gave my life to Christ and got baptized with Holy Ghost with evidence of speaking in tongues. I went through primary and secondary school at the Akure Academy before I got admitted into Adekunle Ajasin University. I became popular there. I was going to 18 years when I got God's call to start my ministry formally, and I went into evangelist ministry. For some reasons, I could not continue at the university at that time. That was because of the call. I was doing fine academically. I came out with flying colors in anything I did at that time. However, one was stronger than the other. I continued full-time until I was 25 and got married. I am still in ministry. That is, she got married to OONI at the age of 25 years and got married. And some people are saying she's young. Shadi Okoya got married to Okoya at the age of 21, I'll be 22 years. Let's get back. I'm still in ministry. Many assumed that I got married and stopped ministry. I had several crusades while in the palace, and I have gone on outreach. We have videos to back it up. I am currently back in school studying at Elizade University at the scholarship of Kabiyesi. Gẹ́gẹ́ bá a ṣe gbọ́ that when Kabiyesi even married her, gave her sister scholarship. So school tí Simi lọ at university was funded by Kabiyesi, and according to another alleged that this Elizade University that Naomi claimed to be going now also got that sponsorship before she broke up with Kabiyesi, obviously. That I cannot say if that is true or not, but bá ṣe gbọ́ nìyẹn. You started ministry at 18. What was the reaction of your parents, and why start at such a tender age? The hand of God upon me was very evident. I was born into a very strong Christian family. My parents have a background in ministry. It wasn't strange, the things happening around me and to me, the manner in which I was operating at that time. You know, when a child tells you, Daddy, don't go out today, this and this will happen, and it will happen exactly how I prophesied it. For a child at that time, I was talking about the 1990s, to wake up and say, I am going on the 7-day white fast, dry fast for 3 days. You will know that it has to be the hand of God, nothing else. Giving my life to Christ was very evident. Those who went to school with me can tell that there was something different about me. I was always acting like I was older than my age. Some people think I was born in 1993, but if you doubt it, you can find out at the State Specialist Hospital, Akure, Ondo State. For those of you that claim that she was young. No, she wasn't young when she got married at the age of 25. She wasn't young. There are people that are younger than her in that age, and they got married and they are still in their marriage. Even she had a younger sister. Naomi has a younger sister that she's older than, that is married before Naomi married, that has a child before Naomi had a child. Naomi ní àbúrò obìnrin tó jù lọ, tó ti wà nílé ọkọ, tó ti lọ ilé ọkọ, tó ti bímọ kí Naomi tó marry. So tẹ́ bá sọ pé Naomi ó kéré ní 25 years tó fi marry Kábíyèsí, àbúrò ẹ̀ ńkọ́ tóun jù lọ, ọmọ ọdún mélòó àbúrò ẹ̀ yẹn wà nígbà tí yẹn wà nílé ọkọ tó bímọ. Ìyẹn ti lọ ilé ọkọ tó ti bímọ ilé ọkọ kí Naomi tó lọ ilé ọkọ ní age of 25. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń pariwo pé ọmọ kékeré ni, lèmi ṣe sọ yẹn o. What gave birth to your NGO, Woman in Need of Guidance and Support? By the time I was born, things were good, and that was why I was named Shilekunola, because truly there was wealth. I was named by my parents for those who still doubt and think that it was a name I acquired with my position. Exactly. Kabiyesi gave you that Shilekunola. The same way he gave Zainab Wuraola, his mother's name, the same way he gave Olori Mariam Ajibola, Kabiyesi also gave Naomi Shilekunola, but she's here telling us it is her parent that gave her the name. Ejagbabe. No, it has always been on my birth certificate, even though you didn't show us to clarify that. However, along the line, things happened and it wasn't as rosy as it used to be. And that happened quite early. Well, she can say all this because she know that Kabiyesi will not come out to come and say, yeah, òótọ́ lélẹ̀, irọ́ lélẹ̀. Things along the line, things happened and it wasn't as rosy as it used to be. And that happened quite early. My mom braced and started to hustle. We were 6 children, 3 boys and 3 girls. And you know that a woman in Nigeria has to stand up and fend for her kids to make sure that they all look good, eat well and grow well. I am a mother now and I know what it feels like to support a child. I started to see all these things and I saw the kind of things that she also faced, the challenges, how they will say no to a woman for a thing they will naturally do for a man. My mom did the hard work. My father was into that at some point. She would do anything just to make sure that we were okay. She had done business that only men should be involved in. And I also saw that if she got certain help, it would have reduced her stress. So your mom did everything, your dad was nowhere to be found. With the way a woman is configured, she is not expected to do any work because the process of just giving birth, carrying a pregnancy and having a monthly menstrual period is enough work. And then you carry the burden of children, husband and marriage, and you still have to go outside and work because there is no support. So if women get the needed support, how beautiful will it be? Because women have more time with the children than men, from breastfeeding to wearing to schooling and everything. So why shouldn't a woman be supported? That was where that vision came from, and I have been able to support a lot of women, started businesses for them, pay their hospital bills, put them where they can learn a trade. I've been doing that quietly for many years. When did you start the organization? It was registered officially in 2019 because you started this when you were married to Kabiyesi. You didn't have any NGO before marrying Kabiyesi. It was when you were in the palace that you started this, not before you married Kabiyesi. I remembered vividly. They asked her, when did you start the organization? She said it was registered officially in 2019, although work had been going on before the registration with the Corporate Affairs Commission. We have spent over 100 million naira on empowerment of women and children. Olúwa o! Naomi, má máa múlẹ̀ fún wa. Irú múlẹ̀ wo leléyìí? Naomi, ń bó ló ti rí 100 million naira. Gbogbo wa la mọ̀ bá a ṣe rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rí kẹ́ tó wọ kí Kábíyèsí tó fẹ́ yín. Ẹni 100 million. Ìyá Tadé. Má máa mú fúlẹ̀, má máa múlẹ̀ fún wa náà. Ó ga internet never forget now. Tí gbogbo ìgbésí ayé wà lórí social media. 100 million naira bíi ti bóńbó ló ti rí 100 million naira. Ṣé wọ́n ká 100 million naira rí ni? Tó bá yẹ wàhálà tí ní tẹ́ bá ní mò ń ṣe ìdí ẹ̀ irọ́ ni, gbogbo la mọ̀ pé ilé tó sọ irọ́ ni. We spent over 100 million naira on employment of women and children. Naomi, that's a lie. Where did you get 100 million naira from? Iṣẹ́ wo ló ń ṣe? irọ́ yìí pọ̀. Iṣẹ́ wo ni Naomi ṣe tó fi rí 100 million naira? Irú irọ́ wo leléyìí? Ìwọ Ọlọ́run? 100 million naira ni ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ jẹ gbèsè ni wọ́n fọlọ́pàá gbé ni àwọn onígbèsè ni mú lé mú kiri. Ó ní 100 billion. Naomi, ìyá Tadé Adésọjí Adérẹ̀mí, irú irọ́ wo leléyìí? Woman yìí ń pa fóònù rọ́. Irọ́ leléyìí o. Afọ́jú gọ́mọ̀ pé irú irọ́ wo leléyìí? 100 million naira. Ó yẹ kẹ́ni yẹn kàn béèrè pé what do you do for a living for you to have such amount of money? Ó yẹ kàn bí léèrè iṣẹ́ wo ló ń ṣe? Àbí nínú ministry o, àbí kò yé mi, nínú ministry tó o ní àbí wọ́n so salary 100 million naira kọ́ 500 million naira ni. Ẹ̀yin 100 million naira kẹ́ tó dé palace. Ẹ fẹ́ jí ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rí lélẹ̀ kẹ́ tó dé palace náà. Òun mo ṣe bá yín gbé before and after yín síta. Ṣẹ́gbọ́n ẹ̀fẹ́ náà ní òun fẹ́ ya bíbí ṣó lóore ni. Nítorí gbẹ̀rọ ni mo ṣe lọ gbé before kẹ́ tó dé palace tí mo fi ṣe podcast yìí. Over 100 million naira on employment of women and children. That's a lie. That's a big lie. Where did you get 100 million naira from? Ó yẹ kí EFCC go investigate ẹ̀ torí kásùn kájí ni. I have had an occasion where I actually empowered a man so that women could be empowered through him. At the time, I actually empowered that man. His hometown was being ruled by a regent and it was a Chinese star there. He was empowered with equipment worth 14 million naira. We have a video of that on YouTube. We have an office in Akure. What's the address of the office? That's a lie. Which video is on YouTube? Mo ti wá gbogbo YouTube yìí ò rí fídíò. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ní fídíò ẹ jẹ́ bá wa gbé síta. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ blogger Naomi ẹ gbé fídíò ẹ because before me I did this podcast, I particularly went to look for that video. I did not see the video. Bring the video out. Let us see. 14 million naira. Your brother is owing gbèsè. He's owing gbèsè. You are going to police station to go and be begging police people not to arrest your brother. Ìyẹn gbẹ̀rọ. When what's the name of that ìyá Èkó àbí tó ra rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ wọn àbí tó ra cement àbí iyẹ̀pẹ̀ iyanrìn tí ò sanwó tí ó jẹ́ pé onígbèsè táwọn onígbèsè gbẹ̀rọ mú kiri. You empower somebody with 14 million naira. Your brother is owing gbèsè of how much you cannot pay the gbèsè. Another question again. You are naturally beautiful and attractive. How do you ward off men? Early enough, I took some measures even before I came into the limelight. And some people started seeing them as excessive, awkward, and off. However, those things I structured helped me. A pretty young girl, it does not matter if you spit fire, you walk into a space, they don't care if you are coming to minister. The first thing they are seeing is not what is coming out of you, but what is outside of you. And would you blame a complete man? Because once a man is complete, he's attracted to anything beautiful. Would you blame him if he started making advances? Those who are uncouth and ill-mannered will even want to take it by force. I was always going in company with people, especially family members. I had older siblings and I had my mom. Every time I went out to minister or see people, you would never see me alone. It was like that, and it was so difficult that people wondered who is going to marry her, because how are you going to approach her? You are never going to see me alone. I always have someone and my phone is always on speed dial. Nítorí àgbànídàrọ́gò ni ẹ kọ́ máa gbé ẹ lọ. So once I press it, they will get me in a matter of seconds or minutes. And you will also know that I am not alone, even though we are together in this room alone. There's somebody waiting outside. So that was a kind of put off for people who would have loved to do something. They don't really find me that attractive. They see me as this one must be old school. Why would she be going around with people? Why can't she just walk alone? Exactly, that's the reason why all your family had to pack and follow you to your husband's house. Another question. You clocked 30 recently. What do you consider as your greatest achievement? There are quite a lot. You know, for a 30 years old, people who are 3 decades ahead of me may not have achieved the things I have achieved in this little time I have spent on art. I am super excited to be the proud mother of Tade Nikawo. It is a whole lot. That is a great achievement that will take precedent over all other achievements I have had. That is one thing about mothers. When you give birth to a child, you count that as an achievement over whatever you might have achieved before or even after. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe rí fún gbogbo obìnrin. In ministry, if we need to put together record of the things I have done, including gathering thousands in the presence of the Lord, many souls and lives have been touched, changed, and transformed. I have been instrumental to a lot of people's successes. You will see a 50 years old people calling me their mother. They are not calling me mommy because I was married to a king, but because of the impact I made in their lives. It is quite a lot. Financially, I am not in a bad place. When you look at me spiritually, career-wise as a public speaker, I am a voice. That is huge. Another question. Let's go to your birthday message that you posted on your Instagram page. You stated, I gave the devil a punch right back in its face. Is it that, Grace? What do you mean by that? Yes, I think even the devil knows that it is true. It got a punch right in the face. You know, the devil is actually not a person as we look at it. The devil is a bunch of evils, and when you eat in a way that, imagine someone shoots at you, but you have a bulletproof vest on. Having a bulletproof vest on does not mean you won't have your back on the ground due to the impact of the heat, but you are going to bounce right back up. The shooter will be wondering, how did this person rise again? That's because of the bulletproof, obviously. That is what I meant when I said, you know, when you stand up and see your shooter, what do? You shoot right back. Another question. In practical times, can you share instances or life experience of giving the devil a punch? Answer. I will speak briefly. There are certain things that happened in your life that are extremely private. They happen behind the camera because of the way my life has been out there for a couple of years. People assume they know everything going on with me, but that is a lie. You only know what we put out there, obviously. It's all right even for men to cry, and you know, somehow people know that it was a big hit when I announced my divorce because it was breaking news all over the place. And the devil must have thought that it will be the end. But look at me. Why will it be the end? I mean, Naomi, why would the devil think you announcing you divorcing a husband will be the end? You are not the first person to divorce a husband, nor the last to divorce a husband. So I don't comprehend that it's a devil, or if a woman divorce a man, it's going to be the end of the woman, or it's going to be the end of that man. It's not a big deal. As we are speaking now, there are many people that are getting divorced because the devil must have thought it would be the end. But look at me, I am still here, right up in the devil's face. As I said, the devil is not a personality. The devil is a bunch of evils. It is huge for someone who is not even up to 30. Because I have a ministry and it is giving me fuel in my lamp and it keeps me going. This ministry, anyway, mi ò ní bẹnu. Gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ kókó ní ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì kankan níbi kankan. even though bí mo ṣe sọ àwọn kan máa ti believe pé bóyá mo ń bu ni àbí mo ń spite, but I'm just stating the obvious fact. Is there anything, another question, Lele yo, is there anything you would like to share about your life in the palace? Answer: I am hesitant about speaking on my experiences in the palace, but in my usual way of talking, it was a bittersweet experience. That is how going to a marriage is for every couple anyway. There are times that are sweet, there are times that are bitter. That is why they say for better, for worse, because it cannot be a sweet all through. Details I will not be sharing, but it was a bittersweet experience. There were really sweet moments and there were really bitter moments. It is not yet time to talk about it because some things are meant to just teach you by yourself. I believe the messages are just for me at the moment. When God wants to enlarge and expand on it and make it a message for the whole world, then I will hear his words and talk about it. Lessons learned are personal and they have helped in shaping me. I am enjoying 30 so much. 30 makes me really strong. I am too innocent. I think I entered the palace too innocent and soft. But life is not like that. You have to be strong, bold, and courageous. Even if we enter the palace innocent, I think the one that is not innocent, the people that are not innocent, that are bold, are with you. Since you say you are not always or never alone. Even in your marriage, you were not even alone in your marriage. You packed everybody into your marriage as well. So if you are innocent and naive, at least your mother that is not innocent and naive was with you. That should have even helped you to shape whatever you needed shaping. Anyway, let's go on. How does it feel to produce the Crown Prince of Ife? This person that has this question does not actually knows that there's nothing called a Crown Prince in Ile-Ife. Prince is prince. Omoba is Omoba. All the children that the OONI elder brothers have, they are princes. All the children that the OONI younger sisters have are princes. They themselves are princesses. So there's nothing called the Crown Prince in Ile-Ife. I guess that person does not know the tradition of or the custom of Ile-Ife, so to say. Even Naomi herself is naive in that aspect as well. Sings a praise song. It feels beautiful and the greatest miracle I have experienced in 3 decades of my life. Did you spend 3 decades in the palace? Like, sounded as if you spent 30 years in the palace. You can't take that away from me. Ask me to drop everything. The crown he has given me, my son is my crown. Ademide is not going anywhere. It is a precious gift and my shoulder pad is high. I am holding it like a priceless, untapped natural resources. I am very excited about it. I feel very proud and honored by God. I still can't tell what I did. I still can't tell why God loves me this much, because I tell you, God has to love me to give me that golden child. I am the golden goose that lays the golden egg. That is how it feels. It is a special gift. I am going to talk about that in a few years to come. I can't get over the miracle. Ọlọ́run ló ní pé kí kábíyèsí má jẹ́ àgàn. Kó má yẹ pé Naomi gan ló bí first ọmọ fún kábíyèsí. Ọlọ́run máa dúpẹ́ o. Mo máa dúpẹ́ fún ayé Adéyẹyè pé Naomi kọ́ ló bí, òun kọ́ ni ló kọ́kọ́ ṣe abiyamọ fún o. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Mo dúpẹ́ on behalf of ìyá tó bí OONI Adéyẹyè àti bàbá wọn. Mo dẹ̀ tún dúpẹ́ fún ilé ìgbésí ayé OONI Adéyẹyè wípé ex Olori Naomi kọ́ ni obìnrin tó kọ́kọ́ ṣe abiyamọ fún tó bí àkọ́bí ọmọ igi kọ́ṣẹ́ láyé ẹ̀. Mo dúpẹ́ pé òun kọ́ ló bí fún, because tó bá jẹ́ pé òun ló bí, òun ló la kábíyèsí lágàn, èyí tá à ń sọ ìkọlà màmá àwí. Why do you say the child is a miracle? Answer. The birth of my child, the boy himself, everything about him is a miracle. I know his father used to tell me that his children were coming and he said they choose you. He would talk about that, and I thought it was one of those things that men would say to make you happy. He said his children, but his children didn't come from you anyway. He has children from different women, and we are proud of it. He would talk about that, and would say to make you happy. Yeah, but however, for that boy to have chosen me, take everything from me. You can't take away this crown. Don't call me Olori. Call me Ayaba, Ìyá ọba. Well, Tade ní ká wò kò kì í ṣe ọba. Naomi kò dẹ̀ lè jẹ́ ọba ní Ilé Ifẹ̀. Kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ crown prince ní Ilé Ifẹ̀. Gbogbo ọmọ tí kábíyèsí bí ni prince and princesses. Gbogbo ọmọ tí ẹ̀gbọ́n kábíyèsí tí ò sí lórí àpèrè tó bí ni prince and princesses. Gbogbo ọmọ tí àwọn àbúrò kábíyèsí tó ń jẹ́ princesses. Gbogbo ọmọ tí wọ́n bí tí wọ́n sí lórí àpèrè ni prince and princesses. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó ń jẹ́ crown prince ní Ilé Ifẹ̀. Kò ń ṣe oyè bàbá sí ọmọ. Mo tún dúpẹ́ ìyẹn ìkàn fún Adéyẹyè pé oyè yìí ò kì í ṣe bàbá sí ọmọ. Àdúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Tade ní káwò dẹ́kọ̀ ni àkọ́bí ọkùnrin kábíyèsí. Òun làkọ́bí ọkùnrin lórí àpèrè, but òun kọ́ làkọ́bí ọkùnrin ẹ̀ tó bí nílé ayé ẹ̀. Continue. Because how can God choose this little me that does not know anything? I was a complete novice who did not even have a period calendar. You mean at 25 years old, you don't have a period calendar? That's interesting. But you have a younger sister that already have a child, so you are not naive in that sense. You have your mother that has 6 children constantly with you. You have your youngest sister that has been married and have a child. So I don't understand the naiveness or the innocence that the ex-Olori is claiming. Let those that want to laugh for me low anyway, not we. We did not even have a period calendar. If I go to the hospital and the doctor asks me, I don't know what to say. I am a very small girl with a very big God that is always on my side. But even your supporter said it was conceived through IVF. So I don't understand this. Anyway, paid for by the Kábíyèsí. IVF ni wọ́n pè é. I am revealed by the supporters and the bloggers of Naomi. Yes, about even revealed it that it was an IVF child. Bóyá nítorí ẹ̀ ni dẹ̀ má bẹ̀. I am a very small child, a small girl with a very big God. No matter how people feel about me, or they may think that, or for some reasons they are aggravated, their grievances cannot stand. How can you be angry with Ìyá Tade ní ká wò? You have to consider the crown. Àbí I'ma consider Tade ní ká wò. You have to consider the crown. Yẹn Tade ní ká wò. Orúkọ ọmọ yẹn nìkan tó mean pé consider the crown. Tade ní ká wò. Kábíyèsí tó sọ ọmọ gan ní Tade ní ká wò. Ó ní ọ̀rọ̀, ó ní ìdí, ó ní àpẹẹrẹ. Mo ti kọ́kọ́ béèrè question ìkan rí. Let's digress a little bit. Ọmọ tán bá fi IVF bí, ẹjọ́ ṣé irú ọmọ yẹn máa ní àkọsẹ̀jayé? Tán bá da ifá àkọsẹ̀jayé ọmọ yẹn, ṣó máa ní àkọsẹ̀jayé? Mo béèrè ní o, ìbéèrè lélẹ́yìí o. Mo béèrè ní o. Àti wípé gẹ́gẹ́ bá a ṣe gbọ́, ṣé kí n sọ ilé ìbáyìí? Ṣé mọ̀ pé Tade dàda ni Tade? Ó ní àwọn ètùtù àwọn nǹkan kan tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fún ọmọkùnrin tí ọba bí lórí àpèrè, tó jẹ́ àkọ́bí ọkùnrin lórí àpèrè, tí wọ́n lè má jẹ́ ń sọ eléyìí dẹ̀ ń dákẹ́ àwa fẹ́ la mọ̀ yẹn dẹ̀ ń dákẹ́. Now let's go back to the question and answer. Do you have any regrets? Regrets. You know, even when people talk about regret, I see it differently. If I say I don't have regrets, people will think that I am proud. How can you live 30 years of your life and after everything you have been through and you don't have regrets? But God makes it hard for me to have any regrets because in the midst of the storm, I feel blessed. There is always something to look up to. The things that you will say I did wrongly as an under 30 years old, you who is 60, can you do them right? If you were to wear my shoes, can you strut the wrong way? Can you walk and can't walk the way I have in these very odd shoes? If you can, then talk about regret to me. So I've got no regret, but for lessons, I will say, don't be too trusting. Don't see life as black and white. There are many colors to life. Hold on firmly to God. In my experience, I've learned practically faith. Everything that is standing before you today is a work of faith. My journey has been the work of faith and endurance. For my life, there is insurance. For my marriage, there is insurance. Every aspect of my life is insured. I am that girl whom God has given the grace to eat a cake and have it. I don't know the cake she ate and have it anyway. You know, when they ask you questions about yourself, you obviously praise yourself. Nobody will down talk oneself, obviously. Now, another question. You are out of the palace at the moment. Are you single and ready to mingle? It's different thing to answer. It's different thing to be single and it is different thing to be ready to mingle. But what I can say for sure is that I am a bride waiting to be dressed up. Can you clarify that? You know, ẹni tí wọ́n gbéyàwó bọ̀ wá bá kì í garùn. I don't know how God plans to do it because he's my event planner. But there's a big event waiting to happen. If you are talking about that aspect of my life, you see this queen, it will take a strong king to get me. I am single. Officially, she is 100% single. Is there a possibility of reconciliation with the OONI? Answer. I am going to answer that question with a question. As I have been speaking to you for the past 1 hour, do I look like someone who can survive in the midst of 6 mature and strong women? No, she is but a soft, strong, gentle woman, and I can't be a square peg in a round hole. Òun náà tẹ́ ti mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ pé level òun kò tó gbogbo area yẹn. She cannot survive in the midst of these powerful, 6 powerful, strong, matured women. She's not in their level at all. Once nínú sàwáwù kan náà rárá àti rárá. So mo like Naomi for answer to give yẹn pé ṣé mọ̀ pé ẹni tó bá ti mọ̀ wá ẹ̀ níwà ni ẹni tó bá ti mọ̀ ra ẹ̀ tó ti mọ̀ ibi tó dé tó tàn ra ẹ̀ tó ti mọ̀ ibi tó dé ibi tó jù lọ ò ní tàn ra ẹ̀. Bí o mo ṣe máa ń pòwe má tàn ra ẹ̀ bí ẹlẹ́wà ṣàpọ̀n. So wá ti mọ̀ level ibi tó dé ò ní kọjá level ara ẹ̀. Òun náà ti mọ̀ pé level òun ò débẹ̀. Òun àtàrí àjànàkú ni kì í ṣe ẹrù ọmọdé. Òun náà ti mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. For the last question, so she's officially single and she said there's no reconciliation that can happen between she and Kabiyesi. Kabiyesi has moved on far. She's not existing in the life of Kabiyesi, nor is Kabiyesi existing in her life. The only thing tó pa wọ́n pọ̀ is ọmọ Tadenikawo. Other than that, kò sí nǹkankan tó pa àwọn méjèèjì papọ̀. Kò dẹ̀ sí any reconciliation tó lè take place. Òun ó ti sọ pẹ̀lú ẹnu ara ẹ̀ pé kò sí nǹkankan tó ń jẹ́ reconciliation tó lè take place. Òun wà single o. ready to mingle, so òun ready láti mingle tó ń wá ọkọ. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ti gbàdúrà fún pé òun gbàdúrà pé nínú ọdún yìí o yóò rí ọkọ fẹ́ tó máa treat ẹ̀ dáadáa. Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ fún ní ọkọ títí ẹ̀ tó máa treat ẹ̀ dáadáa. Tó bá wá rí ọkọ o àti mọ̀mọ́ o àtàwọn àbúrò o, ẹ má tún sìn lọ lé ọkọ o, kẹ má tún lọ da another marriage ẹ̀rú o. Last question, what plans do you have for your future? I love surprising people. I want you to come and let everybody just wow. The world should just wait. There's something huge and beautiful. I am launching a business soon. You should have done that a long time ago. And quite a lot of other things. I would love to just announce it when it is here. Crusade are also coming. If you start a business very soon, I will be me personally will be very happy for you, Naomi. So one of my kúrò lẹ́gbẹ́ Kasunkaji Enterprises. If you start a business very soon, I will. If it is something that can patronize me, I will patronize. I will even help you to do advert of it. Go lọ fẹ́ ló fò. So that one of my kúrò lẹ́gbẹ́ Kasunkaji, the same thing pẹ̀lú mọ̀mọ́ rẹ̀ àti náà fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ. Ní ó dà pé ní ìdílé wọn ń ṣiṣẹ́. Àwọn kan máa jókòó full housewife tó máa jókòó sílé tí ọkọ máa lọ máa wá oúnjẹ wá fún wọn. Àwọn alápá má ṣiṣẹ́. Ẹ má bínú o, mú kọ bí a ṣe rí ẹ má bínú o, torí gbà tẹ wà ní palace ẹ níṣẹ́ kankan ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ kẹsùn kẹjí ni ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ ní palace wà bẹ́ẹ̀ máa sọ pé ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ kò ṣiṣẹ́ kankan, kò ṣe pé ẹ jí pé ẹ lọ ṣọ́ọ̀bù pé mo fẹ́ lọ tajà, kò ṣe pé ẹ jí pé ẹ lọ sọ́fíìsì pé mo lọ ṣiṣẹ́, kò sí nǹkan tó jọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ní gbogbo gbàtàwà márì yín ẹ níṣẹ́ kankan tẹ́ ń ṣe. Gẹ́gẹ́ bá a ṣe mọ̀ ẹ níṣẹ́ kankan tẹ́ ń ṣe, mọ̀mọ́ yín náà dẹ̀ níṣẹ́, káàtẹ̀ ní mọ̀mọ́ yín níṣẹ́ ní àbọ̀ ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù àbọ̀ ní bísínẹ́sì kan, wọn ò ní jókòó tì yín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn àbúrò yín náà àárẹ̀ ètòjí tó náà ń lọ bí iṣẹ́, mo mí àwọn obìnrin o, mi ò ní àwọn ọkùnrin náà o. Àwọn ọkùnrin náà àwọn ètò níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn, bàbá tó wá ló wáṣẹ́ fún wọn, even Gbénró bàbá náà ló tún gbéṣẹ́ fún Gbénró náà. Kábíyèsí really tried for this family, honestly. Bàbá really tried, really tried. Gbénró kò fẹ́ ya àbáramóore jẹ ní gbogbo ìdílé yẹn gan lápapọ̀ with the way that they went about the whole thing. Ìtàn dẹ̀ nígbàgbé yín. Anyway, she said she's going to start a business soon. I wish her well. I really want her to start that business very soon. I will advertise and even patronize if it's something that I can patronize. It's going to be a very huge one for her. I wish her well in everything she does. But in she and Kabiyesi, nothing like reconciliation. She's not in the set of the Sawawu of who Kabiyesi will marry. The 6 powerful women, she's not in their not even in the age group, career wise, anything wise, she's not in the this thing. And again, Naomi, you made a mistake. There's nothing called crown prince in Ile-Ife. Prince is prince. Tade is prince, just like every other children of Kabiyesi's family. So kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ crown prince. There's nothing kò sí in Ile-Ife. You never hear àbí in OONI Síjúwadé, did you hear anything like a crown prince ní gbogbo ọmọ tí wọ́n bí? Kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ crown prince ní Ile-Ife. Kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. We don't do that. Kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ àrẹ̀mọ ní Ile-Ife. Kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ crown prince ní Ile-Ife. Kò sí nǹkan tí ó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ torí kò kí ń ṣe oyè. Bàbá àwọn oyè tó bá jẹ́ bàbá sọ́mọ ló máa gbọ́ crown prince àbí ló máa gbọ́ àrẹ̀mọ. But ní Ile-Ife, there's nothing like that. Even in Ibadan, there's nothing like crown prince àbí àrẹ̀mọ. Kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ torí kò ń ṣe oyè bàbá sí ọmọ. Kò ń ṣe oyè bàbá sọ́mọ. But end of that interview, back to my original question. Àní ṣé ọmọ tó ń bá fi IVF bí sẹ́, ṣé ó máa ní àkọsẹ̀jáyé ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá? Ṣé tó ń bá gbé fashion lẹ̀, ṣé irú ọmọ náà odùfà ẹ̀ máa jáde? Ṣé ó máa ní àkọsẹ̀jáyé? Mo béèrè ní o torí mo mọ̀yàn kan tó bímọ kan pẹ̀lú IVF nígbà tó máa da àkọsẹ̀jáyé Ifá òun jáde. Kódà gbogbo àwọn nǹkan kan ilé igbó gan mi ò fẹ́ fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ ọ̀bọ̀ òun ló jẹ́ kí n béèrè yẹn. Ẹ má bínú o, a kò analyse interview yín ni o. I will see you in the next one. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́jẹ́ blogger Naomi, mo ti gbéṣẹ́ fún yín. You people should cry on this one again.